city which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. We read in the Old Testament that America was labeled as Egypt, meaning captivity. In America, it's called spiritually Sodom because homosexuality is on the rise. To be a lesbian is on the rise. You understand? And it's also where the true image and understanding of the Lord was destroyed in the minds of our people. Read it again from the beginning.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
And that's what's happening. Meaning spiritually, the so-called black man and black woman, spiritually, his mind is dead. He's the walking dead. And on another level, you're being killed at a phenomenal rate. But mainly, spiritually and mentally, the so-called black man and black woman, he's dead. Come on.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
See, and the true image of Christ was crucified. What is that picture at? The true image of Christ was crucified. Don't worry about it. Come on. Come on. See that? The true image of Christ in your minds was crucified. Today people get mad at this or they feel funny if we say that this is not Jesus Christ. Is that Jesus Christ?
I'm not sure.
Do you believe in the Bible?
I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish. How do you know you're Jewish or you're a Jew? What proof do you have of that?
My
Historically.
My lineage.
Your lineage. Historically. So historically we can find your lineage. Historically.
Yes.
Come on. What book do you read historically that proves that you are a Jew? Let me ask you. What's that? The Old Testament. So let me ask you a question. In the Old Testament, Moses, who was from the tribe of Levi, was a Jew, right?
Yeah.
And Moses passed as an Egyptian, right?
Yeah.
As well as Joseph. Joseph passed as an Egyptian, and his own brothers didn't recognize him as time went by, right? So now, my question to you is, how is that possible? If Joseph and Moses passed as Egyptians, that would make them very dark. That would have to make them very dark. During the time of Moses and Joseph, the Egyptians were very, during the time of Moses and Joseph, the Egyptians were very dark. The Greeks hadn't invaded that land, and the Egyptians don't look white like they look like today. So how is it possible that you can be a Jew? The Jews didn't go into Egypt white. Look at this.
My family escaped to Russia for thousands of years against persecution.
These are ancient pictures of Jews serving captivity in Egypt. Do they look white? Ancient pictures of Jews serving captivity in Egypt. Again, Moses passed as a Jew, and Joseph's own brothers didn't recognize him. Joseph was put second in command in Egypt. So the Jews, the ancient Jews during the time of Moses and Joseph had to be dark. Right there, look at the picture. Okay, so that mix you out.
I am physically. You are.
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes, I am.
No. Let's look into it.
We share common ancestors.
You guys say you want to share out of a book. You guys say you want to share, right?
Let me ask you a question. They say that if your mother is Jewish, you're Jewish, right?
Yeah.
Where you get that from?
Probably the Torah.
Torah? Torah never said that. Talmud never said that. Okay, what part of the Torah says that? I have the Torah in the Hebrew. You can show it?
I'm not aware.
You're not aware? Okay, now, next time, you number one, right? According to the Bible, right? This book was written by a white man. We said it, rescue and liberation. A white Jewish guy said that about your people. It said on page 115, this is what it said. It said, Lord mourned. He went in as far as to declare June 9th, 1948, in the house of Lord, right? That the Jews were really not the descendant of ancient Hebrew, which is you, right? No, listen. But a Mongol race with no legitimate claim to the Holy Land. Who were the Mongolians? You don't know. But you should know this thing because you say you're a Jew, right? Okay, now we're gonna show you now. The guy said you're Jewish by your mother, right? Let's see, is it in the Bible? Because sir, where you going?
Where are you going?
Can you stop for a second? You know the problem is, the Bible said the wicked flee with no man pursuing. How the hell you gonna call yourself a Jew? You can't defend your background. In order to be a Jew, you gotta be defending according to the Father, right? Give me number 1 and 18. This is not full of crap, man. Anytime when it comes to the truth, white people always run. We're gonna run. A real warrior gonna stand and fight until the last battle, right? So where the hell is it run going? You see? Number 1 and 18.
Numbers 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Right, the first of the second month. Read on.
And they declared their pedigrees.
Their pedigree means what? The nationality. Okay, read.
After their families by the house of the numbers of their names, of the names. Let me read it again.
Right.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Right.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
The pedigree means the nationality. The nationality comes from the word nation. Okay, now give me Ezekiel 2:15, Ezra 2:5-9.
Ezra the second chapter, the 59th verse.
Right.
And these were they which went up from Temeleh,
Right.
Telahazah, Cherub,
Right.
Adon,
Right.
and Immer.
Right.
But they could not show their father's house.
See, the father's house means what? The nationality, the lineage, right?
And their seed,
And their seed, read on,
whether they were of Israel.
whether they were of Israel. So the so-called white man that call himself a Jew, he have no fact to prove he's a Jew. Because the white man came from the seed of Esau. When you read the Bible, Esau, okay? And the Bible shows you that the so-called Europeans, they came out of